Good evening and welcome to Pow Wow Nation Live. My name is Paul Gowder, and this is the show right here on PowWows.com where we get to come with you each week and we help you explore, experience, and connect with Native American culture. And tonight we're going to talk about some of my favorite travel tips, some things, some accessories I've got here on the desk to show you. But first, and then some other strategies and things that we've learned along the way. Just this year alone, I think I counted 17 different trips that we're taking. So it's a lot, and we've been traveling for a long time, and it's really crucial to what we do as a family. So I'm hoping that we can inspire you to make more trips as a family. And if you are traveling already, maybe some of these tips will help you out as well. So post in the comments and let me know where you're heading this summer. I'd love to hear where you're going. But before we get to that, I do have some announcements, and we're going to talk about the giveaway that's going on this month, and I'm going to show you the prizes we got for that. So first, Marshall, man, thanks so much for being here again. Great to see you, Marshall. That is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. PowWows.com/win. Our summer giveaway has started. You can enter to win each day and earn extra entries. At the end of the month, we will draw randomly a winner from all the entries. And little special twist we're doing is that the giveaway this time, there's one prize I'll show you in just a second that you can only win by answering trivia questions in our travel newsletter. So you have to join our travel newsletter, get signed up, and then each week I'm sending out trivia questions in that. They go out each Thursday. So speaking of our travel community, and that's what this giveaway is all about and what we're talking about tonight. So if you want to join our community, I'd love to have you be a part of that. And we can talk all travel, whether you're going on a road trip to your next powwow, a family vacation, maybe a bucket list trip, something crazy. I have a friend that just got back from Egypt. I can't wait to hear about that because that is a bucket list level type trip. But over there, PowWows.com/OTG, join our community. That's the on the go travel community. Thanks so much. Love. Whoop, wrong one. All right, so let's get to the prizes. Then we'll talk about some announcements and we'll go about the travel tips. So let's talk about the prizes for this month's giveaway. First, here's the thing that you can win just for answering the trivia questions in our newsletter. And this is a Pendleton 32-ounce water bottle, perfect for travel. Got a great little handle. It is really sturdy. It's stainless steel. Comes with a straw. Super cool water bottle. I almost kept this one for myself. And it's textured. It is really nice. I love this water bottle. Like I said, I almost kept that one. Next on, this is all travel-inspired gear from our friends over there at Pendleton. So check this out. I really like this too. Here's a nice little bag. See, it's from Pendleton. Got a cool design on here. Mesh pocket in the front. Nice organizing pocket here. And then a big pocket here with some pockets inside and a strap. So really cool travel bag there. That's a great size too. So that's cool. Next, I know my wife and girlfriend love their sling bags. So here's one, a Pendleton sling bag up for grabs. Same pattern. And here's the straps on it. And 2 pockets up front. And then let me see if I can open this up. Yeah, nice big compartment with some organizer inside of that too. It's really cool. I hadn't opened these up yet to look at them inside. This is really neat. I thought this is a great little prize. And that is a nice little wallet. Even got the branded Pendleton on that. That's pretty cool. Enough for an ID over there. Great little wallet, especially for travel. You don't want something super big. Love that. Cynthia says, so pretty. Thanks. Appreciate that. And oh, 2 more. Got a really cool style Pendleton hat. The camera, there we go. That's a nice one. Nice. You always have to have a hat when you travel. And then the last one more travel bag. This is, I guess, an over-the-shoulder bag, or No, I'm sorry. This is just a little tote bag. Yeah. So got a pocket up front, and then inside here there is a strap. Oh, cool! Check out the strap. It's got designs on it. That's cool. I didn't notice that. I don't know if the others had that, but just one big open pocket here. So there you go. There is our gear for the summer travel giveaway over that, and that's our travel link, and here's the contest. PowWows.com/win gets you into that. Marshall says cool wallet and definitely could use a new wallet. Yeah, mine's always wearing out. Yeah, mine's looking a little rough. So I might have to go with something new. I really like carrying smaller wallets, especially when I travel too. So I like the idea of that. All right, let's talk about some upcoming powwows going on right now. And I'm going to share my screen here. And let's talk about all the upcoming powwows because there are a lot of them. Right now here, this one in Stony Point, New York. I get a lot of people asking about powwows in New York. So here you go. Here's one happening this weekend, the 12th and 13th, up there in Stony Point. So find out all the information. All these can be found over at PowWows.com/calendar. Pennsylvania, Franklin, Pennsylvania is having their powwow. This is the first annual, July 12th and 13th. Check that out up in the Northeast. And then I'll talk about this more in a minute, but we are streaming 2 powwows this weekend, and here's one of them. The Calgary Stampede is happening, and the Stampede is more than just a powwow. It's a big festival, goes on for a week up there, but the powwow is July 12th and 13th, and Michael Gabbard will be heading up there streaming that for us again this year, so check that out. Grand Ron Powwow is happening up in Grand Ron, Oregon. Kelly and I went to this one last year. It was a really great powwow. Loved it being up there. That was really cool. Loved Oregon. It's so beautiful. They've got an awesome powwow grounds up there. That is one not to be missed if you are in that area. Prairie Island is also having their summer powwow July 11th through the 13th in Welch, Minnesota. Check that out. And this is the other one that we'll be streaming. Michael's wife Dolores will be up there streaming this one. Over in Fairbanks, Alaska, another powwow, another state we don't get a lot of powwows in, but a lot of people asking about it. So here you go, July 11th to the 13th. We've got a powwow up there for you in Alaska. Midnight Sun Intertribal Powwow. Over in Edmonton, Alberta, Enoch Cree Nation Competition Powwow, July 11th through the 13th. Another one up there in Alberta. Then over to Sioux City, Iowa, July 11th through the 13th. That's a good one right there in the middle of the country to go check out. And the Squamish are having their powwow July 11th through the 13th up in Vancouver, British Columbia. We visited Vancouver last year. Another great place. Another place I want to go back. Grand Ron and definitely Vancouver. 2 places are definitely on the list to go back. Hello, Kim. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you joining. Okay, over in Taos, New Mexico, they're having a powwow July 11th to the 13th. That's going to be a good one. All right, that's all the upcoming powwows, but I do want to show you one other thing that I'm testing for the next few days, and I need your feedback on it over on our calendar. So if you go to our calendar, PowWows.com/calendar, you'll notice a new little button down here. Click on this, and it opens up an AI chatbot. Yes, AI. Let me move myself out of the way so you can see that. So I'm testing this to see if it can help you find more powwows and use our calendar more quickly. We'll see if it works. I'd love to hear your feedback. Please test it and let me know. But you can do things like show me powwows in Georgia. And I have no idea if there are powwows in Georgia coming up, but let's see what it finds. And there you go. Here's a list of powwows in Georgia. Check out the Cherokee Spring Powwow, Stone Mountain Powwow, and you can find more by clicking here. That's pretty good. And you can even say what powwows are in November. And let's see what it gets for this. It went back to Georgia because it's in November. So maybe not the best answer. It didn't search the rest of the states. But anyways, I am testing that out. So go check it out and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback and see if that is something that works for you. Marshall says Vancouver. It's just a 13-hour drive. Hey, man. Look, Vancouver was awesome. We really loved it. I don't know if it's worth 13 hours, but probably. It's probably worth 13 hours. It was really good. All right, a couple other announcements before we get to the travel tips I want to talk about, and that is if you are looking for powwows near you, please go check out our calendar, or you can just subscribe to our newsletter, PowWows.com/powwows near me. That'll get you on our email list, and twice a month I send out all the upcoming powwows for the next 3 months, and then once a week I give you powwows that are upcoming over the next couple of weeks. So lots of ways to find out what's going on with powwows. And if you're new to powwows and not sure what's going on, and you want to know more about them, we've got you covered too. PowWows.com/powwow101 will send you a free series of emails all about helping you know what to expect at your first powwow. So check that out too. All right, one other announcement, and that is this weekend. I mentioned it, but I do want to just formally say it. We are streaming 2 powwows live. We'll be live at the Calgary Stampede and Prairie Island, Minnesota and Alberta. Don't miss those out. It'll be live. Prairie Island Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Calgary Saturday and Sunday. We'll have it on our Facebook, our YouTube, and right on the PowWows.com website. So don't miss any of our live streams this weekend. All right. So again, please consider coming over to our travel community, and I'd love to have you there. So let's talk about some of the travel tips that we've some of these painstakingly found out. Others, we've kind of learned as we went along. So, Norma says, "Oh, from San Francisco Bay Area, awesome! Thanks so much, Norma, for being here." I got another friend who runs a San Francisco website, and so we talk a couple times a month, and she's always posting content out there. There's so much going on in San Francisco. We went out and visited San Francisco earlier this year or late 2024. I can't remember exactly when we went out, but we went and spent a weekend there doing a training. But she posts, almost every day there's more stuff going on. So that's really cool. I should know her website so I could tell you that, Norma. I'm going to see if my browser still remembers it. Nope. Okay, sorry, Jill. No plug tonight. I forgot your website. All right, let's talk about travel tips. First thing I want to talk about is money. Travel is expensive, and it's not getting any cheaper, right? So here's a couple of things that we've done that really do help us save money. And I'm working with a designer now to come up with a Google Sheet to kind of show some of the things that we do to make it easier for you guys to save money. So look for that coming soon. Chad says, never been to a powwow, but interested in attending one. There you go, Chad. Check out the PowWows.com/powwows near me. That'll get you in there. Oh, thanks, RJ. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to answer a couple of these while I'm still looking. Hello. Thanks, everybody. All right. Check out the comment. Anyways, yeah, saving money. That's one of the things that I'm working on a Google Sheet that'll kind of help show you some of the strategies we've used. But the number one thing I tell people is to save money, you've got to make a real effort and make it intentional. So one of the things we do is in our bank account, most places let you open up little separate little bank accounts. So we have them. I probably have 4 of them in our main bank account for our family, and I'm able to name each of them. So one of them said last year we were saving for a transatlantic cruise, so it'll say transatlantic cruise. One of them I just call Gouder Travel, and that's just a general catch-all for our travel money. But by being intentional, what I mean is I set an automatic transfer. I do it once a week, and it goes into there. I've done it. I've done different ways, like transfer $1 this week, $2 next week, $3 the week after that, and keep it going that way. I've done a couple of different ways to put money in that savings account. What's working for me right now is on paydays, I just make sure that I'm making a transfer into those accounts. It's set up in my bank account. I don't have to think about it. It just happens. And you'll be amazed at how much you'll end up with at the end of the year by doing that. It really has helped us. And so it's nice to be able to go in there and see that we have some money. Lindsay, talking about bucket list trips. I was just mentioning you a few minutes ago. Lindsay is back from Egypt. Man, that's a huge trip and one I definitely want to do. And I can't wait to talk to you more about what you did over there. All right, my next money tip. Just general travel tip. We have a little thing like this. We keep some of our important stuff in it. But one of those things I keep in it is gift cards. Every time, not every time, but we try to do this every time we go to like Target or something, is to pick up another gift card. Right now, I'm grabbing Disney gift cards because we've got a Disney cruise coming up in November. All three of us are going on this one. So far I've picked up 4. Got a long way to go. Lindsay, they let us pre-order merch. So these 4 gift cards are nowhere close to covering what we pre-ordered merch. But yeah, so that's I do that. We pick up gift cards, and again, those add up. And then as I have spare money or whatever, it goes right in this thing as well. So then we go on a trip, we kind of have money for tips as well as all the gift cards to spend. The other thing we keep in here is all of our passports. They live in this binder. So that's where they are all the time. They're always here, and they're always in the same place in the house, so I know where to grab them when we're going to go on a trip. So get you a little thing like this, put your money in it. It's really helpful. And all right, RJ, thanks so much. I appreciate that. All right, so that's all of my money tips. That's it. Now I want to talk about a couple of my favorite accessories before we get to some other tips. And these are really just 2 that I've used recently. We were, I can't remember where we were recently. We used this. Might have been a hotel, maybe in Florida. And we just couldn't get the room cool enough. And we like to sleep cold, like in the mid 60s cold. So a little travel fan like this has been amazing. PowWows.com/Amazon. You can see all the recommended things, and it has helped support the channel. But and these are, I think some of these are on Prime Day deals. But this thing folds up really flat. It was able to go in our suitcase. It's USB chargeable, and it's pretty powerful and pretty big, as tall, and it even comes with a remote control. So this was a lifesaver here in just our last couple of trips, keeping us nice and cool. So love that for a travel accessory. And then my other favorite travel accessory, and this has been with me for a number of years, is a tech bag. I call it my own on-the-go bag. So if I tell Kelly or Brooke I need my or my go bag is what I call it. So this has all of the stuff I need to travel as far as accessories, tech accessories. And right now it has a few too many because I took a trip where I needed lots of cameras. But anyways, thanks, Marshall. Thanks. So it's got my phone battery, a little case of Burt's Bees because I'm addicted to that stuff, adapters for the laptop, peppermint essential oil, which helps with headaches and things, various cables. It's, it accordions out. It's got a lot of storage in here, a portable hard drive. This is what I use in hotel rooms to charge the phone, the watch, and the AirPods, and all kinds of other stuff in here too. So I do recommend getting one thing that will keep all your travel accessories in. I absolutely love that. It has helped me stay organized. Again, like my travel binder, I know where all of my travel accessories are for tech. I don't have to worry about it when I pack. I just grab this and I know that I can charge my laptop, my phone, all of it's in one thing. All of that stays in there. It doesn't get used in the house. So when I go on a trip, it's all there and ready for me. Courtney has that too. Awesome. Did it make the trip to Egypt? I'm curious about that. All right. Next tip. We love building anticipation for our trips. And we have a screen downstairs that has countdowns to some of our trips. And when our daughter was younger, we even did things like making calendars where she could cross off the days to a trip. So and I even have an app on my phone. Oh, the fan did make it. That's cool. So I love using some of these things to build excitement. One of the other things we love doing, again, to build the anticipation and excitement of the trip is to watch YouTube videos and go into Facebook groups and look at blogs. There's a lot of great travel content out there. So if you're going to Egypt, for example, Mr. Beast just went to Egypt. You could have watched his videos and find out what that's like and see and kind of read up on it. But my tip with all of that is, and this came from my wife, Kelly. She said, when you're in Facebook groups, especially, or some of these blogs, please don't believe everything you read. Kelly's a travel agent like Lindsay is, and you'll be surprised at what some of these Facebook groups say that's just not right. So just be careful, verify the information you find, especially if it comes to something you want to go visit, maybe a tour or some kind of local attraction, and something that you're going to need to buy a ticket for, or something like that, please, please, please verify that stuff beforehand. It does make such a it'll save you. Which is my next tip for trips, for big trips like Lindsay's trip to Egypt, for cruises and for all inclusives, and for if you're going to Europe for a long time, please try to use a travel agent. Now, I will here's my shameless plug for my wife, Kelly. You can find out more about her at PowWows.com/travel agent. But I highly recommend using a travel agent for these trips. 99% of the time, they don't cost anything. Kelly doesn't charge for her services. There are a few people that do charge, but for the most part, travel agents are paid by the destination. So like if you book a Virgin cruise with Kelly, then Virgin pays her. So you don't have to worry about paying for her services. And travel agents do, Kelly is constantly doing a lot of training, learning the current new information about these destinations, these cruises, these Caribbean islands, all that kind of stuff. So they are up to date, or if they don't know it, they have a network of people to ask and get you the correct information. So please consider using a travel agent, whether it's Kelly, Lindsay, or somebody else. Please consider using them. Lindsay says, and you can't always trust AI. Oh yeah, I have tried. Here, talking about that chat bot I was testing on the Powwow calendar. Y'all, I have tried several times to get chat to do some questions or answer some things for me about powwows. And one time I was like, give me the top 3 powwows in every state. I was trying to come up with a quick list of powwows. It just made them up. It was, I'm like the first couple of states, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it got that one right. It got the right. We get down to like the 3rd or 4th state, it is just making up events. So yeah, don't trust AI. All right, next thing, if you have followed any of these travel vlogs, these YouTube channels or Facebook groups, they are always posting these horror stories. So if you follow anything in the travel industry, you've seen some. There have been some really, really bad situations lately. The cruise we did just a few weeks ago, there was somebody airlifted. We got to Disney's private island, Castaway Cay. There was somebody airlifted as we were getting off the ship. So it was a medical emergency. The cruise right after us is when the little girl fell overboard. Her dad jumped in. And then a few days later, that same ship had to turn around and air vac somebody else off that ship. So that ship has had 3 medical emergencies in less than like 3 weeks. It happens, folks. There are things that happen during your trips and your vacations. So please, another one from Kelly, please consider travel insurance, especially for these, if you're going to take a bucket list trip to Europe and go over there for a few weeks, please consider travel insurance. It does help cover some of the delays, lost baggage, and things like that. On our first ever cruise, we ended up having to use it. Brooke got sick. She spiked a fever. We were supposed to be on an excursion. We called the guest services, and we're like, hey, we can't go on this thing. What do we do? And they're like, well, we're still gonna charge you for the excursion because it was the day of. But they're like, if you go to the doctor, then maybe they'll write you an excuse. So we did. We went to the doctor on the ship and got seen, and it just turns out she had a viral infection. But they charged us for the doctor's visit, canceled the excursion, but charged us for the doctor's visit. And what our health insurance didn't cover, because it was pretty expensive, it was several $100s. Our trip insurance did help offset the cost of that. So it does happen. Please, please, please consider doing travel. All right. And the last tip I have, and it's another one that we as a family have tried to do this as much as possible. Lindsay, I don't know if you did this. I think you had some time built into your trip. But you guys, if you're going away for more than like 4 or 5 days, especially like when you get into these 6 and 7 day trips, we've made the mistake. And like when Brooke graduated high school, we went to Europe for a couple of weeks, and we packed it in. We were so busy on that trip. Please, please, if you do anything more than 6 days, please consider booking or planning a down day, even if it's a half day. Go get in a pool, Go sit outside in a chair and do nothing. It will make your vacation so much better. That trip to Europe, it was amazing, and I would do it again. But we packed way too much in too short a time, and we were exhausted. Um, it was not the relaxing trip, and again, it was, bucket list, lifetime memories. But oh my God, I wish we had planned a couple of days in there where we could have just sat and enjoyed ourselves, sat and looked at the sights of Rome from our room or something, right? Please, please, please plan some downtime. Anyway, so those are just a few of my tips we've learned from years of traveling. I hope that helps you. Lindsay said she's used her travel insurance, and yeah, it's crazy. You don't want to ever have to use any insurance. You don't want to have to use it, but it is better to have it than not. Yes, and Lindsay, I thought I saw a picture of you guys resting by the pool one day. That's cool. Um, yeah, it does make us so much different. The rest of your trip will be so much better if you just take even that half day to just relax. Hey, if nothing else, maybe take an evening and watch Netflix on your phone or something in the room, and just do a reset. It really is awesome. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helps and gets you a little bit of travel tips for the rest of the summer and anything you have. Please consider joining our on-the-go travel community, PowWows.com/OTG. And don't forget to enter our giveaways, PowWows.com/win, to win some of these cool things from Pendleton. And check out our travel newsletter that comes out on Thursdays, where you can answer the trivia question for this. I appreciate it. We, as far as travel ourselves, we're heading back down to Florida next week to celebrate our daughter's 21st birthday. So we've got a couple of restaurant reservations. Really looking forward to that. And then after that, Kelly is heading, I think I've talked about this here, but Kelly, not me, she has been invited through her agency to go on a river cruise in Europe, in France. Pretty amazing trip. I can't wait to hear all about it. We've never done a river cruise and always wanted to. So she's going to that. So my next trip after going to Florida, I think my next one is I'm heading up toward where Lindsay is. I'm going to a conference up in Cleveland, Ohio. I'll be speaking at CEX. So excited for that. Got to get ready for it. I've got to finish my slides and all that stuff here in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to finish them early next week so I can start practicing. But I think that's my next big trip. Yeah. And then the fall just is going to be super busy. So looking forward to that. Again, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Please go spend some time with your family this weekend. Give them a hug. And I hope you get to do a little something with the family. Maybe take a day trip or something this weekend. But thanks for being here. I appreciate all you do and all the support. Oh, wait a minute now. Philip says, I'm in Alabama. Not too many going on. Oh, Philip, if you're talking about powwows, let me pull my browser back up, Philip, because there are powwows in Alabama. I cannot type. I'm trying to type over on my second monitor, and I'm hitting the wrong buttons. So on our calendar, you can actually just Google powwows in Alabama or just PowWows.com/Alabama. Let me see what we have. Hopefully, yeah. Look, there's one in October, one in November, and then there was one in May, another in May. There was one this past December, so hopefully we'll get some. Look at all these powwows, man. There's plenty going on in Alabama. There's a lot going on down there. So yeah, please go check out our calendar, Philip. I hope that will help. But always just feel free to reach out to me, Paul@PowWows.com, and I will help you find events. That's for anybody out there. If you're looking for powwows and can't find them, just shoot me an email, and I'll make sure we can find some powwows near you. Because there's something going on in all 50 states, most Canadian provinces. There's that we know of that we list. We're listing over 1,000 a year, and we know we're not even close to getting all of them. So there's something going on near you. I promise. If you're in the States, there's something within an hour or two going on. All right, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.